Alright everyone, welcome back to Pixels for People Day 1, where we have Jacob Does a Thing with Mega Man X2. And once again, remember, we will not be able to read the donations as they come in live for this run, but please do still donate and support this wonderful cause, and sit back and enjoy Mega Man X2.
Hello Internet, my name is jakobdoesathing, or as text-to-speech likes to call me, jakobdoesathing, but meh, I don't mind it. So, today we are going to be playing Mega Man X2, The Lost Category, or as normal people would call it, 100%. So, with that said, let's get started in 3, 2, 1, go! So what is Mega Man X, you're probably asking yourself if you've never played this game before. It's obviously Mega Man. You run, jump, and shoot lemons out of your cybernetic arm can, and kill a bunch of different robots and steal their weaponry. But Mega Man X has a couple of different things about him. First off, he can dash. Secondly, he can wall jump. And thirdly, he can charge his buster to achieve more powerful shots. One of the main things about this series that makes it so different between classic series and this series, which is the X series, is that it has a bunch of different collectibles. You can collect the armor pieces, the heart tanks, and the sub-tanks. The armor pieces give you a bunch of different effects towards your player itself. The hearts give you extra life, and the sub-tanks are basically E-tanks that you can refill instantly. So, killing the opening stage boss here. And he is down. So, this is also one thing about the X series, is that they also have opening stages, unlike for a classic series you just go pick a boss and then hop in. I have a short little cutscene here of 3 mysterious figures discussing things. But we don't like cutscenes. They're boring, and plus, who needs war? We need to go fast and press buttons. So, we have our typical 8 robot selection here, but the X series, they're all animals, not Robot Master like Metal Man and such. So now we're fighting Wheel Gator, or Wheel Alligates as Rockman X2 calls it. And, yeah. Rockman is typically faster than Mega Man due to text differences. And, so we just go along doing our thing, shooting lemons at different enemies, trying to get to the end and defeat the boss. Now here, we have the ride armor, which can punch, fly, dash, shoot, and charge up its spiky bit. This was seen in Mega Man X1 in Shield Penguin Stage, Sigma 2, and Sting Million. The other way just is that normally you'd take Speedburner, Flame Stag's weapon, and the Buster from this stage, and do a very precise jump dash with it to grab onto that one block tall little gap right there that wasn't spiked, but we just ignore it, take a nice little damage boost, and get on with it. Small upward section. Now, the fastest way of travel as Mega would be sliding, or dashing if you were playing as Forte, but X, we do a dash like Forte, specifically like in Rockman Forte where you have a button to dash, or alternatively, in this case, you can double tap left or right. Dash. Now here's Wheelgate. He's alligator. He can grab us there. He can shoot out 2 to 4 wheels here, and he can eat our lemon. This is a very bad pattern because typically we don't want him to go down because obviously we can't hit him here. So, in Mega Man X1 too, there's this thing that you can do, is that if you dash and shoot a lemon, it does 2 damage instead of 1. So that's what we're going to be abusing here with Wheelgator and Wire Sponge. Actually, no, not Wire Sponge, Overdrive Ostrich. You can also do this drill attack. Oh my god. 5 dives, everybody! Welcome to Counting with Wheelgator. How bad of a pattern can we get? Alright, and he's gone. Oh, that's a horrible pattern, but doesn't matter. It's a marathon, not legally obliged to reset, so we'll keep going. So what we get from that is the wheel. I don't actually know the names of these weapons, because I'm new at X2. Because what normal people would do is that they would go Wire Sponge first, or the task would go Stag first. But this is the easiest route for me, so I'm just gonna keep doing it. Bubble Crab. We can see a remix of his song in Mega Man X5 with Will McDufflin, but it's your typical underwater stage. Except with the fact that we have giant fish submarine that shoots lasers and missiles. So we're just gonna ignore him for now and gonna try and do a wall jump up there to grab one of those log things. And we can get our second heart run. So each stage has a heart. And so each stage has a heart, so we'll be getting those as much as we can to prevent revisits. One thing about Legacy Collection that makes this specific trick so hard, it's not this pixel perfect thing. This is actually rather easy. It's the jumping on water, because if it eats an input from me, I immediately lose that jump and am kicked back down. And we died. Stupid fish. The one thing that makes this fish so bad is that it has such heavy rubber banding, it's just horrible. If you go too far behind it, it'll slow it down to about... if I have a good comparison. It'll slow down to about Wily War's Magna Beam speed, which is very slow, but if you go ahead of it, it will go faster than Nitro Man, or Quick Man, whatever you prefer. This stage is rather annoying, but we got all the collectibles here, and even though we got all the collectibles here, we still will be coming back for a very special reason. Can I please get up, please? One thing that makes speedrunning this game hard is that if you don't remap the controls to having the L or R buttons to be dash, you have to do this weird claw grip. It just makes it so hard, so how I do is I have my thumb on jump and shoot, and then the side of my index finger on dash. It's super weird and uncomfortable, though it's the only way I know how to do it. So, Bubble Crab here. If we jump over him, he's just going to do this jump attack. Rather easy, sometimes he can kill us. But I'm feeling like playing safe, since we've already had a pretty mediocre start. And that is Bubble Crab. He will give us bubbles. Yay. Bubble Man gave us bubbles, but Bubble Crab gives us better bubbles because they go up, and there's multiple of them. So, now we're going to see those three mysterious figures come try and stop us. So, if you've never played Mega Man X1 before, what are you doing? Why have you never played this game before? And it's your fault for not playing them because spoilers. So, Zero dies in Mega Man X1 killing Vile, except he doesn't, he just kills his mech suit. And so here, these three dudes, Sergi's, Agile, and Violin, stole his parts and are trying to rebuild them. But this is where the 100% comes in, because 80% just gets all the hearts, sub-tanks, armor pieces, and the Shoryuken. We rescue Zero, so we trade 2 extra fights for a good ending. So, we're gonna see our first fight with Sergi's or Robot Wily. And we'll get our second sub-tank. Yeah, we'll go down here for safety health. Ow. Alright, he's a nice guy. He gave our health back. So, this stage is obviously just a big volcano. Our sub-tank got our heart. And that's it for here. And here's our old friend the Beetle. He's back, and he's dead again. Oh, F in the chat. So now we'll fight Sergi's or Robot Wily. And for an old man, he's rather athletic. He's gonna do a bunch of flips on us. If we let him. Alright, there he goes. So if we let him, he'll place down bombs, but we're gonna try our best not to let him. He has this annoying purple shield around him which deflects shots, or sometimes they just go right through him. It's super annoying. Please. Wily, thank you. Alright. He's dead and he gives us our first Zero part. Now you can continue on with the stage. And as I said, during HJA's run, ladders are my worst enemy. Because everyone in the Mega Man running community hates ladders. They're the worst thing to exist. So we'll try and be skipping them as much as possible by wall jumping. Now in the past, there has been many other ways to skip ladders, such as Item 3 or Nitro Wheel in Mega Man 10. Yeah, but here we just use our feet powers. Just wall jump over them. And sometimes they have this weird effect that it acts as though if there's a ceiling above you and prevents you from going in there, but it's strange, but we can get around it. Flame Stack here, he'll just keep getting knocked back. We just keep jumping over his attacks. Simple, easy fight. Now that he's dead, we can get Speed Burner, which is a flame that travels across the ground and is super laggy if you let it travel across it. And if you fully charge it, like I said, it gives you basically an extended dash. And this is also the next stage, which is going to be Morph Moth, is going to be where we get our first armor piece. No, wrong place. Alright, so, here, we're going to be getting the body armor, which reduces 50% of our damage and gives us the Giga Crush, a screen-clearing attack that charges up by taking damage. I know, Dr. Light couldn't just made it have weapon energy. So he managed to get hurt to charge up this attack that only does 1 damage to bosses. So we'll just use our trusty dusty digging tool right here and get down to the capsule. And hey, Dr. Light. Yeah, let me shut up, I don't care. Give me my armor, please. And then X, like the stupid he is, he's just gonna waste the Giga Crush right here and now. We could have used that, you know, you didn't have to waste it on nothing. Yeah, that's what I was talking about right here. The ladders, specifically those ones, they have this sort of roof effect that doesn't last too often. Now we're gonna have our first mini boss of the stage, which is a wizard, I guess. A wizard fly taking control of these scrapped robots. We're just gonna use a trusty dusty digging tool to get rid of him, and then speedrunner to get a nice easy kill. So these green guys, if you let them control you, they're gonna either make you jump, make you shoot, or make you dash. And it's super annoying, but I don't really mind the shooting ones because X goes full auto buster mode, and it's amazing. So now here we're gonna fight Violin or Monkey that has a chain ball in the back of him, but if he's nice to us and gives us good RNG, we can just stand there menacingly while shooting him with the bubbles. Now obviously, this isn't the best way to do it. If we had Buster, yes we could do it better. Please come down for the free pattern. And he's gone. Now we can get our second zero part. Then the last one, the last X-Hunter that we face is going to be Agile, but he's getting saved for the end of the 8 Mavericks because he's mean. He's too fast, and I don't like him. So we're going to be trying to fill up as many of our sub-tanks as possible using enemy drops. It'll just mean less work. Now you have another one of these pink guy bosses. But we do the same exact thing. We use the wheel as he's coming up and then speed burn at the end. Make a damage boost for the nose guy. Just use invincibility frames to throw that big dude because he does a lot of damage. So does Morphmoth. So obviously the main gimmick of this boss is that he morphs into a moth. First phase is rather easy. You just go side to side, shooting him with Speedburner and avoid his attacks. It's pretty easy. And eventually, he'll fall down, shed his skin, and become a beautiful, beautiful moth. That hurts a lot. Yeah, I don't recommend getting hit by him. He does like 6 damage. Even with our body armor that reduces half damage, he hurts a lot. But nonetheless, he's gone. And now we can head off to Overdrive Ostrich. Normally, what we would do if we're following weakness order, we'd go to Magna Centipede, but Agile's there, and we don't like Agile. So, I'd be fine bustering him if we had more health, but we don't. And since Magna Centipede's weapon, Magnet Mine, is Agile's weakness, it's not a very good fix. So now, we're gonna head off to Overdrive Ostrich, grab a heart, and get our dash boost. So, the main gimmick of this stage is that there's a speed bike. Yeah. This is the only stage that you see it. Well, you see it in the opening stage, but you can't really control it. And you see it in the end cutscene. Because everyone just loves auto-scrollers, don't we? You all remember Jet Stingray stage, right? How everyone loves that. Right, we failed there. It's okay because we can go back and get another one. It's faster to go back than kill him, then go back and revisit. I just missed it. And we can take that. Pretty hard to do that without dying, but it's fine. We have enough lives to take it. I can just use our trusty Dr. Jigging tool to meet up with Santa Claus again. Shut up, I don't care. Give me my drip. That's where we get our dash boost, which allows us to dash in the air. Max is looking pretty stylish now that he has his nice new boots. Now, as an extra point of swag, Mega Man X blows up a nuclear missile, and he's missing a couple of his shots. Yeah, this cutscene, it's meant to, he's always meant to be shooting it, but if you stand on the side, he can miss. If you stay on the very edge, he can miss some of those shots. And it's just a cool thing. So now, Overdrive Ostrich, pretty easy. We just keep doing dash runs. You never want him to go off screen because that's slow. And he's done. And we get Sonic Slicer, which normally we'd go to Wire Sponge now to cut him in half, anime style. We're gonna head back to a Wheel Gator and grab our Buster upgrade. And then we're gonna head off to Magna Stampede. Yeah, there's cutscenes in between these, but nobody really cares. We can just skip them. Hey, where have I seen this before? I think I've already been here. I'm not sure. Can't put my finger on it. So the Buster upgrade is just up here. No, normally you could do it the way I'm doing, or you could use really precise wire sponge, wire, and get up there, but I'm a newbie at this run, so I do it my way. You get our Buster, X give us a slow cutscene that we can't skip, and we can actually move him during this cutscene if we just mash buttons. So now with Buster out of the way and Gator Revisit's done, we can head off to Magna Stampede. So, one thing that makes Mega Man X2 different is that you all know Star Fox with its fancy high-tech Super FX chip, right? Of course you do. We're gonna be seeing that here as well. This game Nintendo just loves their Super FX chip. Have these falling blocks here, but we can skip them. Missed it. we can get up here and grab our third sub-tank. And now we have the Super FX Chip Sword. Yeah, you're gonna be seeing stuff like this a lot from now on. It's especially present in Mega Man X3, but meh. And he's dead. You can just use wheel to do some pretty big damage. I have some spotlights here that will alert some guards and falling blocks if we get caught, but we didn't, thankfully. So now I can just dash along here, avoiding all those blocks. And now I get to the mini-boss, which, if we had gotten caught by any of those crosshair thingies, he would have been powered up, but we didn't, because we're god gamers. We can just use the rest of burner that we have to finish him off. If not, we can just buster him. His dash lemons are the best. Oh. Now we have Magna Centipede, which takes some elements from Boomer Quanger of teleporting all around and being a jerk a lot. Which is why we're hoping for a good pattern where he doesn't teleport a lot. So, we can just use Moth's weapon to take off his tail, I guess. And the thing about this neon charge that we have is that it negates iframes. So even though he's in his invincibility frames, we can just casually just shoot right through him and do some more damage. He's being a jerk. What do you know? That's Magna Centipede for you. Slow, annoying, and a jerk. Even in refights, when we have an instant kill weapon, he's still mean. And he's gone. Now that he's gone, we can get Magnet Missile, but unfortunately, Agile is still at Crystal Snail. So why don't we take a quick detour to Wire Sponge, grab another heart in our last sub-tank, and let's go cut a sea cucumber in half, why don't we? So now, if you've never played this game before, you're probably asking, oh, where's the heart in Wire Sponge? I mean, I can't find it at all. Where is it? It's up here. Just casually in a wall. Just ride these along, just get up here. Kill some frogs along the way. Some screwdriver guys. And continue on. A rather short, quick stage. Boss who's quite mean. I just had a run the other day, which I was in refights, and all because he didn't go up at the start of the fight, he knocked me down from full health down to 1. Wire Sponge is mean, and I don't like him. And again, I don't like most of the bosses here because they're all mean and kill a lot of runs, but it's fine. So Sonic Slicer fully charged is an upwards attack. If it gets hit on an enemy right, it lingers a little bit. Wire Sponge doesn't like the lingering effect, so sometimes he literally just ignores it. First, gonna stop him from doing all of his attacks, because we don't like him. We can bully him, and he's angry. He's mad at us. So he's gonna try and do some lightning attacks on us, but we can just stand right next to him, and we're fine. And just like that, he's cut in half. And that's Wire Sponge. He's half the sponge he used to be, you could say. Alright, now that's our 7th Maverick down. Now we can head off to Crystal Snail and fight Agile and get our last hero part. So, Crystal Snail, it's your ice level. It's kind of weird, they don't really consider crystals to be ice, but okay. Flashman is a nice level. So we can get in our another right armor here, and fall down here. And get our 7th heart. The last heart is in Morph Moth, but we can't get it yet because we need Crystal Snail's weapon. Punch some blocks with right armor. Make this giant crystal come down, smash some blocks. And go up here. Equip magnet missile. Deal with ladders again. And now I can fight Agile, which, now that we're all strong and beefy, we can literally just sit here and shoot him, and he can't do anything about it. Alright, Agile, fight me. He's basically... His attacks basically boiled down to Mega Man Zero, Mega Man X5, where you fight Zero, and he can do the big sword swipe attack. But you weren't able to see it because he decided to stand there. The X-Hunter's base. This crystal boss, we can just sit behind him and just use our trusted dusty digging tool to get rid of him. And I can just fall down here. Do a speed burn, and hey, Santa Claus. Now I can get our useless helmet. Still not as useless as X3's helmet, but it's fine. Just detects fake walls. Which we'll never use since you already know where everything is. So what I like to do here is equip Bubble, and just use that as a shield to get rid of these annoying bats. Wait for the crystal to come down. Continue on with our day. Hide up in this corner a little bit. And now we're at the boss. So, if you thought us bullying Wire Sponge was bad, we're gonna bully Crystal Snail even more. So the main gimmick about Crystal Snail is that you can knock him out of his shell. So we're just going to abuse that and never let him back into his home. Because if we let him back into his shell, he gives us the worst power ever. Artificial lag. No. And one funny thing that actually happened to me during a run is that when you kill the boss, X can't move, and since the shell doesn't despawn, if you line yourself up correctly, you can have the shell continuously bounce off of your head and the wall during this death animation. It's pretty funny, but we didn't get it. And with that, that's 8 Mavericks down, and now we can go back to our revisit. Get our Dr. Kane cutscene. Blah blah blah, war. I don't care. There's no time for talking. I must push buttons. I can head back to Morph Moth stage, and we can get our final heart. So Crystal Snail's weapon, what it does is it freezes time. I mean, it doesn't freeze time, it freezes enemies they shoot at. When it's fully charged, it creates artificial lag. The most useless weapon ever created. Now I can head back to Bubble Crab, and this is what I was talking about. So in Crystal Snail, when you fully charge Morph Moth's weapon in that small ladder that I grabbed onto before the end, it revealed, it brings up a bunch of weapon energy. So here, if this fish would come down and hurry up. So I equip that, and this is our patent pending sub-tank filling station that we'll use only once. Alright, we're full. Now I can head off to the counter hire stages. So you remember those 3 dudes that we just beat? Yeah, they're coming back. So the first stage is going to be Violin, and he is exactly the same except he can summon blocks now. Whoa, so powerful. The stage actually is pretty tricky because you have these crushers, and I hate them so much. Especially the third one. The third one sucks a lot. Let's jump over these dudes. And the fourth one. So X is busy getting grabbed by the grabbing machine. We can fully charge Bubble and get our shield going. And the reason why I hate this one is because this small little bit right here, you can get knocked back by that dude and get crushed and killed. So I like to use Bubble there just to make sure that he can't kill me. So now, welcome back, monkey. And now we can just fully charge Bubble. And just sometimes it does not like. And now we can just sit here. He's just standing there, menacingly. And I played it risky and it did not pay off. Whatever, it's fine. There'll be plenty more deaths to come when we're getting Shoryuken. I'm sure of it. He's just standing there, menacingly. And that's monkey down. So now, next stage we can go to has Wily, and he I think he might have like broken his back or something doing all those backflips. So he put himself into a gigantic, I don't know how I can describe this. It's like a tank, but not. whatever, you'll see what I mean. Now, I have an ongoing joke about this stage because there's one single part in the stage that I died in 9 times, and yes, I counted, all because X would not jump. 9 times in a row, I died because X would not jump. This small 2-block platform right here, X does not like jumping. Like right there. X does not like jumping. But luckily, we were able to avoid it and survive. Now, there is a thing that you can do here to get fast there, and go over and skip having to wait for this platform. But we didn't get it, so we just sit here and wait. So, how's it been? Yeah, this marathon's been pretty great. I've heard we raised a lot of money. Had some great runs so far. Alright. Now we can use our one and only use of the Giga Crush. So, Wily has 2 phases. He has the outside, which is weak to trash, or Morph Moth's weapon. And my jump did not exist. Oh joy. Luckily, didn't use Giga Crush yet, so we're fine. Alright. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. So normally you have to kill these 4 things with Morph Moth's weapon, but we can just use Giga Crush and instantly kill it. Now we can use Sonic Slicer. Now find the spot here that will make Wily actually take damage. Yes, this is cheese. I do not care. Please. There's specific spots that you have to stand from to take damage. It's really finicky and stupid, but it's better than actually dealing with the platforms. Sometimes he can be mean and knock us off with his ball projectiles, but he's nice today. Didn't make me waste sub-tank. So now, with Wily down, we can head off to Agile, grab our Shoryuken, and give it a nice good old test drive. If we don't die 47 times, take the game over. So, normally in X1 you had the Hadoken in Armored Armadillo stage that you had to die, I think, either 3 or 4 times to get. Here, it's just a battle of persistence and how well you can handle it. Because if you're good at this game, unlike me, you do a neon jump at the bottom. What is a neon jump? So, a neon jump is when you take your fully charged neon, dash jump, then jump again when you fire your neon, and it gives you a tiny boost upwards. But that's pixel perfect and frame perfect, and I can't do that. So, I'm just going to do it the standard way. Which is much, much harder. Please. Please. You can freeze the bats. Yeah, it doesn't seem too hard, right? This is the part that gets it. Never mind, I got first try. Typically, I never get that. But I'm sure something has to go wrong, like Agile hitting me, or going into invincibility frames when I never hit him. Alright, we got a Shoryuken, standard Shoryuken input, the bane of my existence, but we can keep going ahead. Freeze some more of these dudes. Trying not to get hit. I said trying not to get hit. Alright, we'll pop sub-tank. Equip our buster and let's do some Shoryukens. So Agile went from very mobile to Shoryuken me, please. And that's Agile. So unlike the Hadoken, which instantly kills stuff, the Shoryuken, it does damage for as many frames that you're in their hitbox. So it's not exactly an instant kill. So it just instantly kills them if you're in their hitbox for long enough. And with the 3 counter hunters down, we can head off into refights. Where Shoryuken everything. No idea where that other capsule goes. So we'll start off with a Flame Stag. See if we can get a Shoryuken off on him. And we got him. Nice. As you can see, my Shoryukens boil down to mashy buttons. I know how to do the Shoryuken, it's just hard. So I can have the Magna Centipede, which we pray to God that he goes up. We will not be hitting him with his weakness to get rid of the tails. Go up. Go up. Fine, I'll hit you with your weakness, goddammit. God. Magna Centipede sucks. And we got him. He's a jerk. Nobody likes him. So with him down, that's 2 of the 8 Maverick Shoryuken. Go up here, grab our health a little bit. I go to Morph Moth. Now, we can't instantly kill him in the first phase. So we're gonna have to do it 2 times. He goes up. Alright, we got him. So that's 3 out of the 8 Maverick Shoryuken. We're not going to be Shoryuking 3 of them because they're hard, which is going to be Bubble Crab, Weedle Gator, and Crystal Snail. I mean, we do not like them, because they do not like getting Shoryuken. Gonna go off the Wire Sponge. Go up, please. RNG. Make him go up. Yes. And we got him. That's 4 out of the 8 Maverick Shoryuken. Now let's go and do Wheel Gator while and Buster him like usual. Yeah, there's no way we're gonna do that. Luckily, he seems sorry for his mistakes and is only going to dive once. Hopefully. Yep, he only dived once. Good boy. He ain't damaged us too much, so we can still refill our health and have enough left for Ostrich, which he is rather easy. We will be using his weakness for one shot because when you shoot him with Crystal Hunter, he always goes up, which makes him an easy Shoryuken target. Wait for him to do his thing. Hit him. And he's dead. Shoryuken is very overpowered. It's satisfying to do. It's still the bane of my existence. Still the bane of my existence. Oh my god. This move is painful to do. Go up. Refill our sub-tanks because we need them. And now Bubble Crab. Theoretically, I could try and Shoryuken him, but I don't quite feel like it, so we'll just... keep on hitting him. Weakness. And that's Bubble Crab. Now we can head off to Crystal Snail. Bully him some more, and then we can head off to the final stage. Dog, please do not go ballistic. Was for my liking, so. But that's done with 3 fights. Oh, dude, Sigma! Oh, who could have guessed? Oh, Sigma! Who would have known he would have come back? Alright, now I can have to the final stage, which is Magna Centipede with the opening stage music? What? I don't know, it doesn't make sense, but this is Mega Man, nothing makes sense. I didn't get it. So, oh, Sigma. Oh, Zero, what? I thought I saved you. Look who I found wandering around. Oh, duh. Yeah, I knew Zero. And I'm inside Zero. Yeah, it's some cutscene stuff. And Zero's aim sucks. But it's fine. So, normally there's a thing that you can do here is that if you land directly in the middle, so when he punches, you can fall straight down and save some time. But as X descends into the darkness, he questions to himself, did I leave the stove on? I can have the Sigma. Which, if you played X1, Sigma is Luke Skywalker. Here, he's Wolverine. So with Wolverine and Sigma down, we can head off to the final boss, the Sigma virus. They thought the Super FX chip was so good that they had to make the final boss it. We'll pop a sub-tank here, and we will try and Shoryuken it. Sigma, you're going down. And that is time. With 2 Shoryukens on the Sigma virus, that is Mega Man X2. Let's watch a little cutscene. And blah blah blah, more war, blah blah blah. As X runs out of Magna Centipede stage, crying out in explosions. Dramatic into the story, but as the camera pans down to X joined by his best friend Zero, I say that's an amazing way to transition into our intermission and read off some donos.